Okay, so let's proceed. So, papasadala natin to about safety. So, SBMA adopt the Occupational Safety and Health Program. So, saan namin binabase yan? Sa ngayon po, meron na tayong Republic Act 11058. No? An act strengthening the compliance of occupational safety and health standard. Hindi po exempted ang government employee, government agency. Yes po, DOLE or specific sa DOLE yung Bureau of Working Relations.
50,000 minimum ano niya.
So,
hindi ka na mag-comply na isang
no, the difference right now is yun, yung may fines and penalty. No, yun yung mabigat. I could remember yung kay Eddie Garcia, it was fined almost 1 million yung fine and penalty. No. So, number one, in the program, safety program, ito po ang kailangan. Number one is commitment, company commitment to comply with the OSH requirements. So, the SBMA, so mapapansin nyo, meron kaming pipeline na another ISO certification, that is OSH, o yung ISO 45001, series of 2018. And also, with that, meron kaming inisyong SBMA policy in terms of safety, health, and environment, and security policy. No? Yan, in effect pa rin yan. So, it was adopted in 2011. So, before the OSH law, meron na. No? So, number 2, General Safety and Health Program. So, safety, ito yung HIRAC, medical surveillance, first aid, medical. So, as we all know, SBMA has its own parang dispensary. So, sa dispensary, we cater yun. Meron kaming mga medical assistants, meron kaming ambulance, meron kaming primary hospital within the zone. So, and that is the Public Health and Safety Department namin. So, in any accident, ginagamit namin to yung mga EMS, no? Ito yung fishbone, no? To find the root cause analysis. And 3, promotion of following health domains. Siyempre, Public Health and Safety Department, sila po yung tawag rito, ng promotion na itong tatlong to, drug-free workplace, mental health service and workplace, healthy lifestyle. Pagdating sa drug work, alam natin lahat ng mga pumapasok sa SBMA, kahit na 100,000 yan, they have to undergo yung medical clearances. And one is the drug. No? Kailangan magpasa sila. And meron din po kaming random. Kahit na nakapasok kayo, may random pa rin. Minsan yung random, kung alam mo nang mali yung empleyado mo, random ka. No? That is random. Tinuro ka. So, if you have suspicion naman that's very good naman. Mental health, syempre, one of the project of the HRMD and the PHSD, yung tinatawag natin mga training in terms of yung mga stress management, kasama po yun Then, they conduct seminars to increase the mental health of each employee. And healthy lifestyle, meron po kaming bagong programa dito this year, yung tinatawag namin lose weight program, one of the healthy lifestyle. Tapos sabay yung smoking cessation. So, pagka ikaw ang nag-rise o ikaw yung nanalo diyan, it's not just 3 months kasi libre ka sa gym, libre, Gold's Gym pa kami So, libre ka for 3 months. Pag natapos mo yung program, additional 3 months. So, 6 months ka libre sa usage ng gym. Tapos, pag ikaw ang grand winner, you have 15,000 pesos in cash plus 1-year membership. So, talagang maingganyo ka mag-lose weight So, ganun din po sa may pag natigil ka sa paninigarilyo. So, yan yung ibang mga program in terms of healthy lifestyle. This also involved yung, if you could remember sa civil service natin, yung 1 hour exercise per week. So, ini-exercise po namin dito every Friday po, 4 to 5, may Zumba session kami dyan sa harap ng 229. Ayun, that's good.
Meron din kami mga after office hours para may makita mo naglalakad kami.
Yan. Golf pang sports. Bubuhat. Okay. Next is prevention and control of the following. Yan. HIV dito po yung mga, let's say, sex worker ba o sa industry ng entertainment. Meron po dyan, yung dispensary natin every Wednesday, lahat sila pupunta ron to have a check-up. And they are monitoring this one. Siyempre, pagka alam nilang infected na sila, they will not go on. But this is a good screening na makikita nila of this one is infected, no? Next, other syndromes, tuberculosis, hepatitis B, yan. They are all monitored by the public health and safety. And 5, 6, 7, so ito po yung complete company or project detail, kung ano man yung project nyo rito sa SBMA, composition, duties of OSH committee, OSH personnel and facility. In terms of composition, so bawat department po, they have to address this one. No? Sino yung health and safety manager, sino ba yung secretariat niyan. So it's a matter of memo lang. O ikaw yung by division, by branches, binibigyan po namin. Kasi dito sa amin sa Seaport, yung sa amin as of today we have 19 trained sa Bosch and Kosh. So we all know meron na kasi ngayon sa bagong batas na may classification na ang safety officer, SO1, SO2, SO3, SO4. So Sir Alvin and I is considered as safety officer 4. So sino magka-categorize nun, it's up to you sa agency or sa department nyo. Kasi based naman po yon sa may training nyo and experience. Like for me, I have gained 7 years in safety. So from that 7 years, ano ba yung mga training na in-acquire mo? Siyempre basic. Just to a trivia, IOSH, NIBOSH, KOSH, BOSH, OSH 30 is all the same, entry-level training lang yan. Sinasabi nila na training daw ng ayos is mataas daw kaysa sa cost. No, NIBOSH mas mataas daw. Yes, mataas yung bayad. But all of those training are equal entry level. So, ibig sabihin, that's another 40 hours lang po. Now, ano yung mag-upgrade sa'yo? SO2, training with cost, BOSH, and those entry level. But SO3 will require you 40 hours of training like loss control management, PCO management, PCO, Pollution Control Officer course. So, yun yung mga yon. Meron scaffolding NC2. Those are specialized training that will elevate your standing as a safety officer. So, with that, sa amin dito, paano namin ina-address yung OSH committee is we release a memo that every division, every branches has their own safety officer. So, meron naman kami list kung sino yung mga nakapag-train na. So, we classify them as SO2, SO3. Depende sa kanila. So, number 8, safety and health promotion training. So, na-discuss ko na sa inyo yung And last year, it's very good to say na 100% nagkaroon na kami ng safety awareness dito. Kasi pinagsabay po namin yung ISO. Kasi awareness is around 1 hour to 2 hours. Depende, kung napasarap ka, 4 hours. But basically, yun lang po yung awareness. Knowing that you have a program, knowing that ito yung mga ginagawa natin sa department. And last year, we conducted 100% of all Seaport employee. In addition to that is some locators, cargo handlers, ship agent na na-train din po namin with ISO, safety, and ISPS. Now, this one, conduct number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we conduct toolbox meeting, but this is pupunta lang yung safety officer namin. As you know, may mga cargo handling kami sa mga pier. So hindi naman po kami ang magkakandak noon. Yung mga supervisor nila. And the only participation of the safety officer of the Seaport Department will be is titignan lang niya, no? Kung meron man problema, papasok po yung job safety analysis. For example, meron na disgrasya yesterday, dun pa lang magsasalita si safety officer. Oh, meron ganito nangyari. So, iniisip na nila kung ano bang naging possible root cause. So, we do the fishbone analysis, root cause analysis. No? So, dun po papasok si safety officer. Pero kung diretso lang po, wala pong masamang nangyayari, toolbox is conducted basically by the supervisor. Si safety dyan lang sa tabi yan. Pag meron lang safety issue, meron kami safety issue, one of our officer, wala pong PPE. Safety officer may stop any kind of activity pag nakita niya unsafe na. No? So, accident, incident, investigation, recording, and reporting. Pagdating sa safety, we are reporting. Sa marami kasi, no? Sa pagdating sa port kasi, we have the IMO, pagdating sa international. But we don't go directly the IMO, we go to Marina. Because Marina, in terms of maritime safety concerns, has the authority to report to the IMO. Sila kasi yung may-ari ng GCs eh. If you are familiar with GCs, doon po makikita yung mga vessel findings, port findings natin, the ports, nandun po lahat. So, si Marina po ang may access doon. And, pagdating sa security, si Marina pa rin, but through OTS. Opo. So, provision on use of PPE, reminder lang po, the PPE is not the responsibility no more of the person or the employee. It is stated dito sa act is the responsibility of the employer. No? They could demand, they may not go to work if they don't have the appropriate PPE. So, provision of safety signage. So, mapapansin nyo, much better. So, malaki, illuminated, tapos sabay may ilaw. So, yun yung mga kailangan natin sa ano. Dust control management, provision of worker welfare. In dust control, so mapapansin nyo dyan meron. So, meron bago to stop an operation wherein there is a dust explosion. Yung meron dust explosion. So, merong ang ecology na pagka may malakas ang hangin, i-stop nyo yung operation. Yeah, siguro a few minutes or a few hours, they will stop. Just to avoid yung pag-scatter ng mga dust na yon. So that dust could eventually harm the health ng employee. So provision of worker welfare facility, this is also the function of the company, no. Then emergency and disaster preparedness and response plan. So, this is to include in the organization. So, napakita naman po namin sa inyo yung incident command system namin. So, bawat department meron din po. And one na meron kami yung Seaport Emergency Preparedness Plan. Manual. So, nandun po, meron kaming, for now, we have 11 maritime incident that could happen sa seaport. So, meron kaming man overboard. Yan. Yun yung mga ganong cases sample. But, ini-include na po namin like for example yung ashfall. So kung umabot man dito, in-include na rin namin. Pag earthquake, ano bang gagawin? So we include those emergency cases kung anong gagawin ng Seaport Department, no? Sa Seaport Emergency Preparedness Manual, nakalagay doon yung pre, during at saka post. So yun yung pinakamalaga, no? In pre, you prepare the personnel, you prepare them by training, you identify the hazard that they may encounter. Pagdating sa during, yun yung gagawin na natin. That is the operational plan. So, saan ba talaga, sino yung mga responder during those incident. At ang pinakamahalaga dito sa plan na to, yung coordination. No? Pagdating sa crime, PNP. Pagdating sa tawag rito, environment, that's the DNR or the Ecology Center. Pagdating sa oil spill, automatic yan, PCG. No? Any kind of environmental pollution sa vessel, PCG po. No? Okay, solid waste management system, sabi na po namin, wala na po kaming rito, no? Ang pinakaano namin is yung sa Clark, Metro Clark na po. So, control management of hazard, Ecology Center will identify the hazard and paano to address every hazard that we encounter in SBMA. Prohibited act penalty for violation. Right now, we are in the process of fines and penalty. No? Meron na po yung Seaport. The cost of implementing company OSH program, yan po. As part of the company commitment, siyempre, we have to give everything, no? Basta sa safety. Now, other safety precaution, pag nasa port po tayo, ito po yung isa sa mga ino-observe namin. Ito po yung mga ino-observe namin. We make sure that there is a safe access to the berth, no? To and from the berth. Ibig sabihin, ito yung kalsada, kailangan safe yan from any hazardous okay, so ladder, gangway on the jetty, dolphin should be properly maintained and checked regularly. Siyempre, pagka yan, aakyat ka sa barko, lalo sa mga shipboarding officer namin, tapos sabay medyo bulok na at malapit na, baka mamaya, because of the weight, bumigay yon. No? Mooring dolphin should be provided with appropriate safety rails and personal protection arrangement. The port engineering division po namin, sila po yung nag-handle na itong mga to. Siyempre, at night, we need, meron kaming tower lights, no? Provide. Mooring bollards not available for use should be boxed over or painted. So, if you are familiar with port operation, dapat po yan, binabox po. Pag yung isang mooring sira po yan, dapat kinakahon yan. So, para hindi po, if and in case na meron dumikit na tugboat or any vessel na without your knowledge, hindi siya mag-hook doon. So, that's very important. And, if nakakita kayo ng painted red, that's mean, yan, sira po yung ano na yan, no? Bollard na yan. Now, all personnel engaged in the mooring operation should wear appropriate PPE. Life-saving equipment capable of being used at all state of the tide should be positioned at appropriate interval on the jetty. So, nowadays, hindi lang positioning ng mga life-saving equipment, no? Kasi sa barko, meron naman po yan, no? So,
sa pier dapat meron.
Sa pier, that's the problem, no?
Nakawan pa rin nangyayari dito sa loob?
Oo naman. Kaya nga tinanggal na yun. Kasi, petty crime. That's petty crime. Yung mga tipong kinakarga lang nila sa sasakyan, di na siyempre, pag maraming sasakyan,
Best life. Kasi ganito yan eh. Pag nag-procure nag-ari ng 184, tapos sa akin mo siya charge, di ba?
Yung siyempre naka-MR sa'yo.
MR sa akin, tapos lalagay mo dyan. Kasi sino yung tao dyan? Nagbukwasa, wala na.
Ikaw rin, ayaw mo rin ng ganong responsibility. Na wala naman security dyan.
Hindi na ako mag-procure.
Okay, so all cargo handlers are required to submit work methodology during ship pre-arrival meeting and a copy to be furnished with TOD of the Seaport Department. Work methodology is very important to determine how long an activity is. So, ito yung and how they done it. So, if nakita namin merong mga deficiency that could happen, magkaroon ng unsafe act or unsafe condition, dyan po namin makikita sa work methodology nila. Safety is always in the top of our priority. That's why this is very important sa port operation, no? In port operation, PPE is very important, no? Hard hat, overall, safety shoes, gloves, life jacket. Now, sa ngayon sa COVID, meron pang face mask, meron pang eye goggles. So, yun yung mga isa sa mga ano. So, the petroleum products, yung PPC and PCSPC is strict monitoring of these cases, no? Talagang naka-overall sila. Tapos after that, single usage, tapon lahat. Bawal iuwi. Even the goggles. So, yes po.
Ma-implement to kasi sa yung port.
Yes po. How about sa...
halimbawa kay Keppel, kay Hanjin, nung time, halimbawa, assume yan pa si HSIC. So, paano natin siya
Ayun.
require natin.
Actually, it is in your MOA naman po eh. Memorandum of Agreement between you. If you state in the highest safety and security measure to be adopted, yun po yung i-check nyo. Ngayon, if ever na nakita nyo, that's a deficiency. And that is sa amin po, sa part namin as authority, ang ginagawa lang namin is recommendation to the business permit na in the renewal, hindi po na hindi na susunod tong safety precautionary measure. So that is a ground. Napakataas ng kanyan. Even as the authority cannot come in.
Ang safety officer color-coded, iba-iba. May safety officer sa tubig, may safety officer sa hotwork.
Tsaka safety, yung supervisor, iba rin yung kulay. So, yun po yung natin doon. Remember to add, if you are concerned with safety and security, always add it on your memorandum of agreement. Yun lang po yung masasuggest namin. Because, if they do not comply, katulad halimbawa sa ibang port, yung pa isa, you could cite the law, the R8 11058.
Merong punishment, merong violation.
Penalty, may penalty.
Kung wala ka lang PPE, 50,000. Kung wala ka safety officer, 50,000. 50,000.
So, yan sir, last na to. Safety starts with awareness and awareness starts with